Time. Britannica Discovery Library. The sun rises. Time to get dressed. It's 6 o'clock. Breakfast time. It's 7 o'clock. Time to go. It's 8 o'clock. Lunchtime. It's 12 o'clock. Nap time. It's 3 o'clock. Playtime. It's 4 o'clock. Dinner time. It's 6 o'clock. At the end of the day, the sun goes down. Bedtime. It's 8 o'clock. There is time for so many things in a day. What are some important times in your day? We have many ways of telling what time it is. When the sun is highest in the sky, we know it is midday. Early in the morning, birds chirp and sing. Roosters crow. These sounds tell us dawn has come. Long shadows across the ground tell us it is late afternoon. How did you know it was daytime when you woke up today? What things do you see that tell you it is afternoon? We know it is night time when the sun goes down and the stars come out. How did you know it was time to go to bed last night? One night, you can look up in the sky and see the moon, bright and full. As the nights go by, the moon seems to grow smaller. After many nights, you cannot see it at all. Then it grows full again. This is another way we know time is passing. The time between 2 full moons is about 4 weeks. Did you see the moon last night? What did it look like? Long ago, people had many different ways of telling time. In some parts of the world, people rang bells in the morning. This told everyone it was time to go to work. In some villages, people gathered together when they heard the sound of beating drums. The drums meant it was time for an important meeting. This is a sundial. The sundial was one of the first ways of telling time. When the sun shines down on the sundial, the tall part of the sundial makes a shadow on the flat part. As time passes, the sun moves across the sky. The shadow moves around the flat part of the sundial as the sun moves in the sky. By looking at where the shadow is, we know what time it is. Today, Many schools use bells to mark the time. The bell rings when it is time for school to begin. The bell rings again when school is over. Traffic lights tell us when it is time for cars to stop and go. They tell us when it is time to walk safely across the street. Most of the time, we use clocks and watches to tell us exactly what time it is. Alarm clock, grandfather clock, digital clock, wall clock, wristwatch, hourglass, stopwatch. Here are some different kinds of clocks and watches that you might see every day. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The clock is always ticking away the time. Here is a clock with a yellow face. The clock has got 2 hands and 12 numbers. The little hand is red and the big hand is blue. What time do you get up in the morning? As time goes by, the hands on the clock move from number to number. On this clock, the big hand is pointing to 12. The little hand is pointing to 3. This means that the time is exactly 3 o'clock. The little hand always tells us what hour it is. What time do you go to bed? When the clock's little hand points to 2 and the big hand points to 12, it is exactly 2 o'clock. When the little hand points to 5 and the big hand points to 12, it is exactly 5 o'clock. When the little hand points to 11 and the big hand points to 12, it is exactly 11 o'clock. Now look at the clock faces below. See what numbers the big hand and the little hand are pointing to on each face. Can you tell what time it is on each clock? When the little hand starts at 12 and moves twice past all the numbers on the clock face, we know that a whole day and night have gone by. A new day begins. Every day of the week has got a name. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. When all 7 days have passed, a week has gone by. What day of the week is it today? There are about 4 weeks in every month. The months have got names too. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. When all 12 months have passed, a year has gone by. A year from now, you will be 1 year older. In which month were you born? What is your favorite month? Why? Calendars are another way for us to tell how much time is passing. The calendar shows us every month of the year. It shows us every day of each month too. Calendars help us remember holidays, birthdays, and other important dates. We have so many different ways of knowing how much time has gone by. Where have you seen calendars in your house? How many ways of telling time can you find in this picture? Here is a riddle. You cannot see it or touch it, but without it, day would not turn into night. It makes the seasons change. It makes you grow older. It always moves forward, never backward. You can never make it stop. What is it? Time. Minutes, hours and days. Days, weeks and months. Time is always passing.